Hello, good morning. Welcome back to 2 cents for your cents. Because, quite frankly, I have an opinion about everything. So, oh my goodness. Y'all know that one person that loves to talk about their relationship and you give them like the best advice. You're like, girl, let me tell you. And then they don't listen to you. Bro, I'm so tired. Tell me why I'm telling homegirl, right? I'm like, girl, you just gotta leave that man. Like, at this point, it has been, first of all, too long. And second of all, for what? For what? Like, I remember when I was in my toxic relationship and I was so heavy and like, I don't wanna leave this man. I don't wanna leave this man. I can't leave this man. But then one day, I was like, if this man was with my homegirl, would I be okay with that? And I remember like one time, like I oh my god, not even one time, guys. We had this conversation so many times. I was constantly like, if we had a daughter and she came home with a dude like you, would you be okay with that? Would you be okay? And every single time, bro, he would be like, I mean, why you always gotta ask these types of questions, Eileen? And I'd be like, what? And I remember one time he ended up answering after the 50 million time that I had asked. And you know what he said? He said yes. He said yes because I know that he would protect her. And I was like, girl, protect who from who? Protect her from you? Like, be so for real. So I'm not saying I'm the relationship expert, nor am I saying that I know everything about life, but I am saying that I have been through some experiences, bro. When I tell you I have been through some experiences that honestly I put myself in, like it was situations that I knew exactly what was gonna happen and I still put myself in that situation, bro. I'm not telling you because of them. I'm telling you because you are gonna do it. Like, you're gonna do it, bro. You're gonna put yourself in that position where you already know what's gonna happen, and you're like, no, like it's not gonna be like that. It's not gonna be like that, and you already know it's gonna be like that because you literally are fighting with yourself that it's not gonna be like that, and then you're like, when it happens, and then you're like, what? But like you already knew. And then the other part is like, no, I didn't know. And then you try victimizing yourself, and then you just end up feeling bad because you're like, oh my goodness, like you already knew, bro. So it's to save yourself from yourself, not anything else. But no, they like swear, bro. They swear that, like, I don't know, like you're over here trying to judge. Like, no, I'm judging you. I'm judging you. Like, I don't know why y'all came up with that trend of we listen and we don't judge. I am judging. I am judging because I literally just told you what was gonna happen. I literally just told you. Like, what? So then after a while, you become that friend that doesn't really tell them anything, and you're just like, girl, I'm not even tripping for real. Like, I already gave you my opinion. You don't want to take my opinion. I'll pray for you. I'll pray for you. Like that's all you can really do. But then they hit you with the, oh, we're not together anymore. I'm so tired of them. Da, 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 da. And then you think it's a safe zone. So you're like, oh my goodness, period, girl. Like, I never liked that man. And then they get back together. And you're like, bro, what? 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 Like, mistrisas. But anyways, I don't even know what we were gonna talk about today because we just needed to go on a little rant. We just needed to go on a little rant. All I can really tell you is if you know it's gonna happen, I can't tell you like don't complain about it because at the end of the day, we always give people like the benefit of the doubt. But don't go around telling everybody what's wrong with your relationship because at the end of the day you're just growing resentment from everybody around you towards that person, and you never allow them to actually give that person a chance. And like, you say that you love them, and yes, you can love them, But if you're able to drag them through the mud, then you're not doing that in love. And I think it takes a lot for us to mature into that, like for us to understand, like, oh, I probably shouldn't have said that, or oh, I probably shouldn't have done that. But it also does take a lot. Like it's something that you come like learning with. Um, and when you truly love somebody, like you know that you love this person and you know that you see a future with this person and that you genuinely want to be with this person, just remember like that you love them. Every time you want to leave them, don't leave them, because then it just becomes a toxic relationship and you end up just like not wanting to tell anybody about anything anymore because you're almost embarrassed. But not only that, like you start hurting like the trust that is in that relationship because they constantly become very unstable. Like they're constantly like, well, I can't do this because they're gonna break up with me, I can't do this because they're gonna break up with me, I can't do this. Like it's just always like them fighting with themselves. And if you truly love that person, why would you want to put them through that? um and this I learned barely, actually, this past relationship. I've only been in two, three, two, three. We're gonna say three. Two un I forgot what the word is. Anyways, but yes, this past relationship really taught me that just leaving them back and forth just creates a very unstable environment for both of you, honestly. Like it's not just for them. Like you're constantly looking for a reason to leave them, or vice versa. You're constantly like, oh my goodness, they're tired of me leaving them, like they're literally gonna leave me. um so try your best to just be mature in that, and ask God. Like I think even if you're not religious, like I say, and I think all of my videos, even if you're not religious, you can still pray, and honestly pray for like wisdom and understanding of not only your spouse but of yourself, why it is that you're constantly trying to leave, why it is that you're constantly like running away, and why it is that you're constantly unable to forgive that person or even forgive yourself. um and trust and believe like that will come. But just remember that love is kind, um love is patient, love is not boastful, love love is not selfish. um and when you leave that person so much, it's you being selfish because you're not considering the other person's perspective or the other person's feelings. Like you already know you're going to be back with them in 2 weeks. Like what's the point of you leaving them to begin with? um I think especially as girls, I think it's so difficult for us to like really stand on that, like to really be mature enough to hold a man's heart dearly. Like we're like, well, you're a man, like you'll be good, bro. Like I'm the one who's emotional, I'm the one who's gonna go through it. But men, especially a man that already got comfortable with you and you're consistently like doing that to him, you're honestly just breaking his heart over and over and over and over and over again. And like every single time that you do it, like you're making him think that you're genuinely never gonna come back. And then you come back and then they're just like, oh, and then at some point like they don't even know if to take you seriously anymore because they're so like overwhelmed that they're just like, oh my goodness, like if homegirl leaves me again, bro, like if she leaves me again, like um so it's very understandable as to us for girls as to why we find reasons to leave them, especially those that come from like homes of an unstable household, or like just like a unpresent father, even if it's emotionally or physically. It's very understandable, but at the same time, then you shouldn't be in a relationship if you're not mature enough to stay in it. And I'm not saying like if they're hurting you, like just stay there, because obviously no, but there's always, that's why they say like communication is the most important thing. Like communicate what it is that's going on, because you don't know their intentions, you can't read their minds. Even if you think you can, like, you're like, oh, well, they hit me, like, and it's an example. Obviously, if they hit you, then yes, you probably should not be in that situation. um but this could mean like emotionally, like maybe they said like when you ask, do I look fat in these, and then they're like, no, not really, and in your head you're like, oh, you said no, not really, that means that I do, but you just don't want to say like no, like I mean that you just don't want to say yes, so you end up saying no, not really, like why do you add the not really, so we overthink a lot of things. But always communicate to your partner what it is that bothered you, what it is that was wrong, what it is that you considered to be wrong, because to them they could just be like, no, like for real, like I just said no, not really, like I just thought of it, and no, not really, like no, you don't, like I don't know, to me that's no, like, and to us it's like, no, you said not really, like not really, like, so it is understandable as to why we overthink, but at the same time, remember to collect your thoughts and always know what it is that you're feeling before you're just like, oh, well, I'm done with you because you call me fat. Like, chill out. Chill out. No, they didn't. No, no, he didn't. And vice versa, like as a man, I think a lot of the times you guys think that we're just trying to control you guys. Um, but in all actuality, us as women, we're here to protect, like, you guys are here to protect us, but we're here to protect you as well. We're working as a team, and we want to defend your name. We want to see the best version of you. So we're obviously going to tell you when you're wrong, not because we're trying to just correct you and be your mom, but we're trying to correct you so that you can know how to be better for yourself. Like, this is genuinely more for yourself more than it is for us, because at the end of the day, we know, even if we're married, we know that at some given point you might really just not want to be with us, and that's okay. Like, we understand, like, oh well, bro, like, unless we're a crazy type of girl, and we don't understand, we're not understanding. But keep in mind, like, it's out of protection for you, never out of protection for us, because we know that, and vice versa, you should be looking out for the best for your girlfriend or for your wife, knowing that she could leave. Look at Jesus. Jesus knew, okay? He knew that his disciples were not going to claim him for real. Like, they were not ready to stand by that man. And he knew that. And he still loved them unconditionally, first of all. And second of all, he gave them their all and bettered them, literally bettered them. Like, he took one out from killing his own people, like his own people, bro. Like, not no enemy or anything, his own people, Jesus's own people, like Jesus's people, okay? And he took him out from killing him, pretty much. um and he bettered him as a man, out of love, out of wanting to see the best version of him. And so that's how we should be. It says in the Bible, that a man should love his wife the way Jesus loved the church. And that just goes to show that Jesus bettered his own murderers, pretty much, and discipled them into being more like him, um, knowing that they weren't going to stand by him the way he did with them. Um, so even though it may seem a bit much, it may seem like, oh no, I can't do that, or oh no, like I shouldn't give her my all, because what if she leaves me, or vice versa. That's not love. Love is giving everything, knowing that they'll never be perfect for you, knowing that they may leave one day, knowing that they may betray you one day. And even if they never do betray you, even if they never do leave, you're gonna die or they're gonna die. And why would you want to leave them with the worst possible things? You know what I mean? So that's just what's the saying? Some food for thoughts. No, genuinely. try to be mature in your relationships. Honestly, the relationship that you think is like your worst or whatever, honestly ends up teaching you the most. And no matter how bad a relationship is, you always do end up missing the good times. So try your best to make most of it good. And everything that's bad, disregard it. That doesn't mean it doesn't mean forgive and forget. Like, obviously learn from it, but forget it in the sense of I'm not gonna hold that to you. If I see you again in the street, I'm gonna be like, hey, what's up? How you been? Like, you don't gotta be grudgeful because that hurts your heart, not their heart. They're never gonna feel your grudge, bro. They're never gonna know like what it is that you feel or anything. So yes, have a good day, a blessed day, and always pray. Um, it may seem like prayer doesn't do much. I was literally arguing with God the other day. I was like, how come every time I pray for something, it doesn't happen, and when I don't pray for something, it happens? Like, be for real. Um, but at the same time, I also can recall so many times where I prayed to God and He answered instantly. And there's so many prayers that I prayed for so long and they're finally becoming, or there's so many prayers where it took months for them to even happen. So just be patient and always stick to what it is that you know that you want and continue to ask God. The more Jesus was persistent and he received what he asked for. So, yes, goodbye. Have a good day. I'll see you guys. I don't know, honestly. I literally do these whenever I'm just like, I forgot. Let's talk.